Hi, this is Dan from Ultralight for the Weekend Warrior. I'm going out this weekend on the Loyalsock Trail in Pennsylvania for 4 days, 60 miles. I just wanted to show you what's in my pack for this trip. So let me get my camera set up over here, and I'll show you what I have. Alright, we'll start out with my pack. It's a Gossamer Gear Gorilla. I just got this pack I've had it for a couple months, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet. Bigger than I would normally use, bigger than I need for this trip, but I want to give it a field trial. It does have an aluminum stay in it, unlike my normal pack. It makes it more rigid, transfers some of the weight down to the hips better. This pack will be fairly light with everything in it, so I don't really need to stay, but I'm going to use it anyway. So we'll start out with that. First thing I'll do is take this, which is my X-Ped Schnozzle pump bag. It's a pack liner basically, but it has this thing on the end, so I can use it to blow up my air pad, my X-Ped air mat. So take that and shove it in here. This doubles as a waterproof pack liner. Now next, in my pocket, just a spare pair of socks. My X-Ped Air Mat 7.5 UL weighs about 10 ounces. It's not a full-length mat, it's only about 64 inches long, but it's still longer than a torso pad. It's very comfortable. Next is my Enlightened Equipment Prodigy X 40 degree quilt. Synthetic quilt, works really well. It's a 40 degree, but I've used it down to 29 without freezing too bad. Just stuff that right in there like that. Fairly loosely. And then this Schnozzle pump bag doubles as a roll top dry bag. So I'm gonna leave this pretty loose so that the quilt kind of expands and takes up some room, since this pack is a bit bigger than I actually need for this trip. Next thing that goes in is my food bag. About 77, 78 ounces worth of food. And this is a Z-Packs Cuban fiber stuff sack. It's a large size. I use it for my food bag on pretty much every trip. That just goes in there like that, right on top. Next thing is my Z-Packs. I know this looks like a jumbled mess because I don't use a stuff sack, but my Z-Packs Hexamint tarp. It's the solo size. It's really light and it works very well. I've never had any problems with it on the trail. Just stuff that right in like that. My little ditty bag, which has a cook pot in it. It's not my normal titanium cook pot, it's an aluminum can Foster's pot. My ditties, my toiletries, all that stuff. I have a whole separate video on what's in there, so I'm not going to go into it very detailed. Yeah, and that's everything going actually in the pack body. So this clips shut like that, and goes over the top like so. And then on the outside pockets, I have a 2-liter platypus for camp water. Stick that in a mesh pocket on the outside. My little Petzl E-Light headlamp, same thing, outside pocket. These are my tent stakes. They're just titanium pegs, nothing special. And I just have them, I think they're in the same shipping envelope that they came in. just use it to keep them together. That goes in the outside pocket as well. This is a little bit of a beefier steak. This can either be my spare steak, or I use it to dig my cat holes, my poop trowel. That just goes right there too. And my long-handled titanium spoon. That also just gets thrown in the outside pocket. Up here in the lid, there's a zipper pocket. And in there, I'm going to throw my toilet paper. Some Z-Pack Z-Line utility cord. And then actually there's some extra shock cord that came with the pack that I'm just gonna, it was in there, I just found it in there, so I'm just gonna leave it in there for now. And that gets zipped up. Now, on the shoulder straps, here I have hanging my Spot satellite messenger so I can send my wife messages when I'm out of cell phone range so she doesn't scramble the search and rescue choppers looking for me. This is just it's like a Buff, but it's a Mountain Hardware version. It's the Stretch Rappel. I just leave it on my shoulder straps. It's my kind of a camp towel, emergency handkerchief, whatever I need it to be, extra piece of fabric. My water purification, my Aquamira, that I just stick right here in one of the hip belt pockets. In the other hip belt pocket, just a couple of snacks. My cell phone, which will double as my camera, will probably be in one of these pockets, one of these hip belt pockets as well. And then last but not least, my North Face Verdo jacket, just a really super thin, weighs like 3 ounces. It's like a wind shirt. I use it kind of as an emergency rain shell if I have to. It's not completely waterproof, but it does the job, especially in summer. I carry a better wind shell in the off months, in spring, fall, and winter. And then my trekking poles, which are the Black Diamond Z poles Distance. These are the aluminum ones. Since I did have the carbon fiber ones, but I managed to break them in the whites last weekend. So I'm going to use the aluminum ones because they're going to hold up a little better. If you have any questions of anything that I saw here, I know I went through it quick. There is a link to my Google Docs spreadsheet with a list of absolutely everything that's in my pack, along with all the weights. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.